Iowa State's 20-5 straight up. They're 17-7 against the spread. 14-11 overs to unders. They beat Texas Tech handily, 82-74. Wasn't as close as the final score on Saturday. And the Clones are one of only 3 teams to have taken down Goliath this season. But how one handles and handicaps the Clones, this team, it should begin and it should, in some cases, end, like tonight when the Clones are on the road. Iowa State, this bunch, 4-3 straight up, 5-2 against a number in the role of visitor. So that's fairly pedestrian. The top of the mountain, that mountain, according to KenPom, the end of February and March mountaintop, heap at the top of the heap, is Houston, 22-3, straight up 12-12 against the number. A team that's played to the under 15 of their 25 scheduled events. Houston's coming off a clubbing of the Longhorns on Saturday. They took down Texas 82-61 on Saturday by 21 points. And Texas was never in the game. They weren't. Houston never broke a sweat. This Houston team, they average about 74 a game. They shoot about 44% from the floor. They only shoot about 34 and change from beyond the arc. And they only shoot 68% from the charity stripe. Now, and Houston ranks this team number 1 in the country and 16th out of 362 Division I teams offense. How is that possible with the numbers I just issued you? It's because they're first in defense, and they're so efficient and so well. They execute to a degree and a demand and a command. They do it S&M fashion with chains and leathers, and you're the one wearing the chains, and they have the whip. You're not going to go into this venue in Houston tonight and beat a team or command tempo. And they run the 346th slowest offense tempo, deliberate tempo in Division I basketball. They're 14-0 straight up at home. 14-0 straight up. 9-10-4 against the number on their home wood. And what I know I believe is that Iowa State should not dive for 50-50 balls tonight. They should not. They should take their vitamins before and after the game for future purposes, of course. Strong bones. They'll have 2, maybe 15-minute moments that'll last about 2 minutes. Just to give them enough juice, enough highlight film to send to ESPN, the CBS Sports HQ, for highlight purposes that favor them. The Clones will not rinse and repeat what they did in the fashion and form they did first game at Hilton in Iowa, in Ames. A game they never trailed. But they were never free and clear of that feeling, if you're watching it, that they're going to win. Never. Not until they did. Not until the final minute. Really, you should expect Iowa State to appear in this game at times tonight, and even capable. They'll have at least 1 or 2 times where they have 2 consecutive possessions that are positive offensively at times. In seriousness, ISU is a good team, good squad, well coached, well presented, capable on and off the court, professional, shooting over 38% from distance on a good and bad night. They don't need to score 70 points tonight to cover on the road, not against most teams. This isn't most teams are playing. Yes, they do not need to score 70. Not when you're in a game working and serving and executing with a handicap of 9 points, right? Plus points. I mean, they've been more reliable against the spread than the Cougars have this season. But, you poked the bear, Ames faithful. You not only poked them, you poked them with the entire cave bum rushing the floor at the final buzzer. Act like you've been there before, Hilton Warriors, soldiers of Cyclone magic and Hilton Coliseum fun. Please, how in the world did we get here, really, to this moment when a top team in all college hoops, according to Ken and Barbie, are facing a team that's 9-3 against the squad, 9-3 against the spread in conference play. 5-2 as underdogs, 9-5 against the spread with equal rest. That is a top 10 team. Again, according to KenPom. And entering Houston Cougars home den on a 4-game winning streak. How can they be a fade? Really, a fade with all the medals I just outlined, with that kind of juice in a game that is an ESPN feature. Big Monday. Besides, ISU is a top 10 team. I think I mentioned that. On a 4-game winning streak. I think I mentioned that. I mean, who wouldn't feel confident? Catching 9 points in this pseudo-generational matchup. Hell, the Cyclones crew, they already proved they can hang, run, swim, bike with the best, right? They beat the damn Cougars already. In all of that, what I just outlined. And it is, believe me, accurate. If you don't believe me, pick up the phone, call me. I'll tell you I'm accurate. The Cougars are 14-0. Straight up, 9-5. 10-5, 10-4, excuse me, against the number at home. Against teams that know them well, much more intimately than the Cyclones. Monday's matchup will resolve the first place tie between these two in the Big 12. It will resolve the mistake in the editing of the film of the first match between these two that was sent to me. It will resolute reality. The winner will be 10-3 in Big 12 play. They'll have a one-game lead over the winner. The winner will grunt with confidence that the first game between these two was an early season outlier, and I'll believe it. I already do. The Cyclones and the Cougars played to a 57-53 final in Hilton. And Iowa State tape that I reviewed found ISU the winner. It ruined Houston's perfect season, guys. It was Houston's first loss of the season. It was early in the season. Kim Palm ranks Iowa State 9th in the country, 41st overall in offensive efficiency, 3rd in defense. They won 7 of 8, but they don't win tonight. Not against the 14-0 at home Cougars. They're laying a big number. In truth, the number's not fair. Hell, the Cougars should be laying 14, 2 touchdowns, which makes the value tonight Houston. Houston Cougars win. They cover by margin and reclaim what's rightfully theirs, that being victory. I'm Tony Finn. Thanks for dropping by. See you tomorrow.